Hi, I'm Nick from the club with esteemed member Barry Glaser. Barry, welcome.
Thank you, Nick.
So, Barry, you've been a member of the club, I think, as soon as you joined Hearst.
Yes, within the first month of joining Hearst, a little over 3 years ago, I found the gym and I joined basically within about 3 weeks of joining Hearst. The reason I actually started within 1 month of starting King Features is I'm a big believer in health and in working out. I always have been. Back about 40 years ago, I actually tried to get a job with Jack LaLanne, which no longer exists. But I've always been a believer in that. People have to start. It doesn't matter what they start with, whether it's walking, running, biking. You have to start somewhere, and you have to make it part of your life. You read about that all the time, and it's very true. I've actually been running now since I was about 12, which makes it now, I hate to say it, but for 50 years.
One thing I just remembered that we were just talking about was Barry invited me to get bagels in the morning for breakfast, and I thought it was great. Calmed me down as a new manager, and here we are 3 years later on these fancy spin bikes. So Barry, what do you do here at Hearst?
I work for King Feature Syndicate. We have a syndication division that takes comics and sells them to newspapers around the world, and we also do the licensing for those same comics.
So King Features, that includes Betty Boop, Hagar the Horrible,
Blondie,
Popeye, my
Popeye.
favorite. Popeye's great. Popeye, remember who played Popeye in that movie, 1980?
Well, Robin Williams was Popeye.
Right? He was Popeye. Great movie. So, Barry and I also, outside of these four walls of the Majestic Club, play on a softball team, right? And first off, do you enjoy playing softball? Is it a pastime of yours?
I've been playing softball since I was about 8 years old, which is goes back quite a ways now. And I had not been playing for a few years, and when we decided to stop playing softball 3 years ago, I figured I'd give it a shot again. It's been a long time, but some things just don't go away.
Right.
And so I went back to my roots. I went back to the infield, and for 3 years now I've been playing third base. And despite the fact I think people take a look at this gray hair and say this guy can't throw to first base, I still got the arm.
He can pick it. Without a doubt, he's smooth and as cool as the other side of the pillow. For sure, Barry could play softball and baseball. And thanks for your leadership on our team. Now, unfortunately, you happen to be a Yankee fan, and I think it's well documented. I'm a long-suffering Mets fan. Real quick, it looks like there's a lot of winning baseball in the area. Where do you see the Yankees going this year? And we won't comment about the Mets. I don't want to jinx them.
With that in mind, I will talk about the Mets then. The Yankees, on the other hand, were a little bit.
Yeah, here's to not rooting for the Yankees. So sticking with
Tennis, anything I do, I'm never going to lose because I'm not in shape. I will lose because somebody else is better, and that is happening right now in tennis. But you brought up my daughter. She started, and her goal was to do a full Ironman, which she just did back in July at Lake Placid, and she finished. And if you ever want to consider doing an Ironman, the object is never your time. The object is to just finish, and she did that. So she took what little I gave her as a kid, and she just really made it her own life.
That's an amazing story. It is a testament to having a plan and sticking to it.
Yeah.
It's not about being the fastest, but the one who's the most dedicated. So Barry, if you have any last words for members of the club, what would you leave them with?
I'd leave them with the fact that they should vary their workouts. If you're jogging at the same pace all the time, over time the muscles get used to it. You have to vary it. Start sprints, go slower, do biking. Just vary the workouts. It's just much better for the body.
Listen to Dr. Barry. He's in the house.
Thank you.